Hi folks, right, still with the watercolour. There's a bit of difference of opinion, shall I say. Some years ago I read some eminent artist talking about watercolours. I don't think it was Ron Ranson, it might have been Wesson, but I don't think so. But the conversation went something like, if you use gouache with a watercolour, you can't really call it a watercolour, you've got to call it a mixed medium. But I'm really of the opinion that if you just use a little bit of white gouache, in this case, just to highlight a bit of snow, then I think it's justified to call it watercolour. But if you go over the top with it and use it as a crutch to everything, then of course it's a mixed media. So I hope that's clear. But this is going to be a watercolour with light red, ultramarine and Payne's grey. Snow scene, because I seem to be enjoying doing those at the moment, with ponds in. I even put a little fence or something in. So this is Saunders Waterford, £90 weight, clipped to the board and not taped. It will expand, but then just reclip it, and with a couple of reclips, it will go quite flat, more or less. Take off any hairs. Okay, just let that soak in a bit. I'll chat to you. It's a bit overcast today. It's bright, but lots of my favourite clouds that Alright, okay, it's nearly grown a bit. Just a little tug. It's hard for me to do it right-handed. I'll do it the other side. Okay, that's lovely and flat. So we'll put a bit of a sky in. I'm going to just use a bit of light red to start with. Just put that in as just to warm the sky up a little bit. Although this light red is quite a cool colour. Now I'll mix a bit of ultramarine, and I just mix the three colours together. Bit of Payne's grey in with that mix, you can see that. Just add a few little clouds. Well, I'll just go a little bit darker with that Payne's grey on the top there. Can't get to it because of that clip. That's the one thing I don't like about this easel is this thing. Although there's not much I don't dislike about it, it's a really good quality. I'd say sketching easel, but it's a little bit on the heavy side, being steel. Right, okay, now let's turn the board over, and so now I can get the edge of it closer to the oh, that's the wrong. That right. Put that there, that one there. Creature of habit, no other reason other than a small clip on the bottom left hand corner so that it doesn't disguise or it doesn't clash with the brush. Right, I'll just also the camera. Okay, well there we are. So up there, can't be bothered. I think I'm going to move the whole paper down. I sort of misjudged where I should have put the clips. Get that there. Leave me enough space at the bottom to put the mount on. Oops. You do get some lovely effects with this wet in wet. I used to do a lot of this when I first started with watercolour. I got onto to the wet in wet, and I used to use a lot of indigo then. Now I've heard a lot of you using indigo. Okay, well that's quite a nice sky. So drawing. I'm going to use this little hake, this Frank Clark hake. We'll put in bit of stuff here. Let's alter the lie of the land. I can clean the bottom of that up to get a nice slope for the snow. Just add bits of darker in the base. Over the hill there. Oh, a bit like a helter-skelter that, isn't it? Let's flatten that out a little bit. Okay, let's get a medium hake and just clean off the bottom of this. Dry the brush a bit better. Oh, it's getting dull, I'm going to put the light on. Right, excuse me, Mo, will I put the light on? That's really a problem. So it's got a couple of 100 watt, I think 100 watt LEDs screwed into my overhead slider, and they take about 12 watts of power. I might be wrong with 100 kilowatt, 100 watt, but they're probably between 60 and 100, but they're very, very effective. Okay, so there we are. I think we can safely dry that now. So let's put a bit of a pond in. I like ponds. I'm sort of not that practiced with them, but they're great to do. This will all dry, unlike acrylic, this will all dry a lot lighter. And I'm going to put some red in there. Some of that pinky colour. So you can do that while this is wet, and hopefully it will just blend a bit. Take that off the page, I think. I believe Payne's Grey is a mixture of alizarin, black, I don't know which black, and alizarin, black, and ultramarine. Now we'll just clean that up over here. Do the same here. That's all lovely and soft there, and the water is sort of streaked down, but that's okay. It gives a sort of a snowy effect, although I don't want to put loads of dots of snow in white gouache. I can add a bit of texture to these, not those so much, but some of these, just a bit of a green, warm, no, I can't make green. I have to make do with the colours we've got. Always challenging using 3 colours, right? Or even 2, or even 1. Tone studies, Rob Rancic did a lot of tone studies. Right, so being right-handed, it's easier for me to paint on that side, so get these colours mixed. Now that's drying, you have to be aware of the roughness of the paper. Sort of a bush. Just a feather-light touch. Try to leave lumps in your snow. Has an impression of snow. A bit bumpy there. Let's pull that out. Let's try and put it 2 ways there. No, that's fine. A little bit there, that's nothing, is it? Right, I want to dry that now. No, I won't. I'll put some warmer colour in some of those trees here. A bit too red. Try to give the impression of a bit of warmer trees. I know, and without yellow, I can't really. So I'm trying to sort of get another plane there with that blue. There's the second plane. First plane is the sky, then the distance, then the middle distance, then the foreground. Right, we can put a little bit of stuff here. Just very light touch. Just kissing the paper. See, we can indicate the shape of the ground by undulating. I think we treat this as a tutorial. Might be overdoing that. Warm colour in the foreground. Oh, that's a bit blue, isn't it? Darken that a bit. A bit of bushy stuff. Bit too merged there. I think I might be doing a bit too much. I'll put a bit more of that in. I'll do something with that before I finish. I might put a tree there. I'm going to dry it now, so I want to get into some reflections on that pond. Didn't quite work there, did it? Okay, where's my hake? Oh, come on. That's the one I was using, isn't it? Oh, that's a lap. Silly me. Okay, so a bit of dark. Don't want too much water, but you want enough so that the slightly rough paper will lift some paint. Sort of my lappers in the way. Right, okay. Now I can't go lighter there. I can go darker there though. Let's get a tiny bit of shadow. Just a little bit of colour in there, just to give a bit of shape to the snow. Alright, let's go to a smaller brush. I'll go to with the little hake and I'll get a dark colour. I'll mix those three colours. Bit of thick. Right, now we've got a little bit of coming down. Right, I'll dry that. Then make a bit of filigree. Well, I'm going to use a bit of gouache in this somewhere. Right, rigger. Got a bit carried away there. Right, bit of gouache. So if I haven't made myself clear earlier, I did this morning. Can use a very little bit. Oh, it's got to get some more. It's sticking. If you get desperate, you can always use a bit of white acrylic. That's got a bit gooey now. Well, it's 2 or 3 years old. Okay, so put a little bit in the crook of Right, now I'll get the hake, the little hake, get some water on it, and just dump it in a bit of plain spray. See if we can get just a little bit of air back in some of that. Okay, I think that's about enough. Okay, so put a little bit of a foreground in that, into the pond. Put a little bit of a, oops, just try that. You can hardly see that gouache. It's just a little bit heavier. Okay, got a signature. Right, okay, get the bit of tape. Now it's 11:10. I won't be available for an hour or so, so I'll get this uploaded later. Well, not that you need to know that, but because it'll be uploaded by the time you see it. Right, okay, there we are. So another snow scene. I think my next one, I think I'm going to have light red, yellow, cabin yellow, and ultramarine, or maybe indigo. Well, just try these things, see what you like. I hope you like this one. I just want to. Okay, so that'll give us some ideas. Get a bit straighter. Oh, I've got this about 2 foot above my head, the camera. Mainly because I can't zoom with this camera. If I get too close, it's just the thing's too big. But apart from that, it's been a really good buy off eBay last year. Or was it early this year? Can't remember. The time goes so quick when you're enjoying yourself. Right. See you soon. Bye bye.